Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. Pass to Dunn. Up top, Richards. And that one drops.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Now here's Holmgren. On target from range.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
Beal against Dort from outside the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Booker, the pass to Dunn. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's his first trip to the line, and he makes a first. O'Neal, he's checked in for Phoenix. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Wallace, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Here's Williams. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Booker. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Williams passes to Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Beal. Pass to Holmgren from downtown. It's hauled in by Beal. The Suns have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Booker finds Beal. Takes a 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Booker. From deep three-point land. That one no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Here's Durant. Outside for Booker. Second chance effort. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Booker's got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Phoenix out in front, leading by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Alex Caruso is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the one. It's tipped. Wiggins outside. Off the mark there with a three.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Beal. Plumlee a screen. The three. And Beal hits it from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to give Beal any space in that two-man game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. Wiggins powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Timeout,
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A different look for Phoenix. Dunn comes in for Allen, and it's Booker in for Jones. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Wallace. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets a floater go. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Caruso finds Wiggins. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Durant, he's checked in for Phoenix. Jones comes in for Beal. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren from deep. Chet from range.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Outside Booker. Jones with a screen on Dort. Booker, the pass to Jones. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Dort outside. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. There's the three. And it's Chet with the answer.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Outside Booker. 12 seconds left in the first half. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
From deep. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Thunder out in front. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Pass to Richards. Beal from outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. Now here's Holmgren. He's got 12. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. That shot is off. Dunn, the pass to Beal. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
Booker, 2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Holmgren against Durant. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Good on the second one. And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Pass to Durant. Now done.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Dunn. Fires the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Phoenix making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to Richards. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Beal. Sends it home from three-point land. Beal's got 12.
Total trust in his mechanics. Beal instantly takes the shot.
Ford outside. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Beal. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside O'Neal. Back to Beal. Over Williams. Again, the Suns good for two.
Beal is just a Picasso in that mid-range.
Pass to Hartenstein. The kick out to Williams. There's 21 seconds left in the third. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Here's Booker. Good work defensively by Dort. From deep three-point range, no good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the close. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects on the foul line jumper. And the Thunder lead by 6.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Pass to Booker. Right at the free throw line. Another one falls for Phoenix.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Outside, Williams. And the three-pointer goes. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Phoenix making some changes. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for O'Neal. And it's Beal in for Jones. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points on the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. One to the line for 1. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Pass to Holmgren. Dort with it. To the paint. Here's Williams. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker's still good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
It's deflected. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Holmgren. Hartenstein with a screen on Durant. Puts up the 8-footer. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Suns trail by 10. And he's going for the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. 1:09 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Thunder.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Chet Holmgren.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
He was all alone on that one. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They've led by as many as 11. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Second team foul.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Here's Booker. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel
In this game, that matchup at the guard position, that is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at center. Now, here is Harden. Zubac's a screen on Fox. Pass to Leonard. And Barnes sends it back. Vassell kicks to Barnes. Spurs working the ball around now. To the inside. Here's Fox. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And give Fox some love there. The D wasn't that bad, but he was just focused on finishing that one.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden sets the big for Dunn. Left side, Leonard. Over Barnes. 5 on the clock. And that one hits back iron. Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
That's good from Castle. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And here is Fox. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Barnes against Jones. Barnes passes to Vassell. Leonard with the steal. Powell down low. And he makes that one.
If you give up deep post positioning to Norman Powell, forget about it. This guy is skilled at scoring in the paint.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Teron Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Left block shot on the way. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Paul.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Harden surveying the D. And Paul pulls it down.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Vassell outside. Pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. Wembanyama, a screen on Bogdanovich. Paul with the bucket.
Well, Chris Paul by nature wants to pass the ball, but if you leave him open, he understands he's got to make those shots.
Here's Leonard, and it's good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 8.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Wembanyama. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Spurs lead by 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Bogdanovich out there with Simmons. And it's Coffee in at the 3 slot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Simmons drops them both. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Simmons looking it over. Now, here's Zubac. Defended by Sohan. And Simmons slams it in.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Ball passes to Sohan. And here is Johnson. Defended by Jones. Johnson dishes to Fox. And the rejection by Zubac.
How about Zubac? Worked so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Here's Simmons. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Simmons got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. Here's San Antonio now. And the rejection by Zubac. Back to Bogdanovich. Outside, Simmons. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, I tell you, you love to see Ben Simmons determined to score. Draws the whistle, gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Jones. Chris Dunn comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Bogdanovich. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Jones checked in for Los Angeles. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Barnes outside. Pass to Vassell.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Fox. Just 4 to shoot. Over Harden. And good from Fox with a sweet move. Fox has got 8 points.
If Fox gets cut off from inside, he has options. That mid-range is a big part of his repertoire.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Leonard. Oh, the power of Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard's so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
Back to Fox. Plays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Leonard. For 3. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Pass to Castle. The A three from Barnes. Buries it from three-point range. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Puts the move on.
Shot, please.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Done outside. Shoots over Fox. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Dunn's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles.
Well, because of Chris Dunn's athleticism, he can get up and over the outstretched arms of the D. It takes a lot to shake this guy's focus.
Fox looking it over. Over Harden. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Fox has got 12 points in the game. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in, trains the three-pointer.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Wembanyama, a screen on Harden. It's Fox with the drive. For San Antonio, have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. He throw good, Fox. And the Clippers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Second free throw, no good.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
On the basket by Jones.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside, Fox. Sohan with the screen. Fox, no good. Clippers leading by 7. Harden outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Leonard. Leonard chewing him up inside.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Barnes. Now, here's Fox. 13 points in the game. It's hauled in by Zubats.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Harden kicks to Powell. Now Leonard, guarded by Fox. A putback, and Leonard stays with it. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Dunn. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Kicks it out to Paul. The 3. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
Absolutely automatic in catch-and-shoot situations. Go ahead, CP3. We see you.
Dunn passes to Leonard. A ferocity inside by Leonard.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Johnson against Leonard. Can't hit from the elbow. Spurs trail by 5. Johnson down low. Fader on the way. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Dunn. Drives to the hoop. Good work there as it goes. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Yeah, listen, there's only so much the defense can do to stop and deal with Chris Dunn. This is a gifted athlete who knows how to finish.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Bogdanovich. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thanks so much, David. Harden the pass to Zubac.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Barnes against Leonard. Harden outside. Off target from outside.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to. And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Fox. Tries it from 9. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
So many advantages Kawhi Leonard has when he's inside. Size, power, strength. To the cup he goes.
Fox kicks to Barnes. A pass to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Leonard counted against Ball. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Leonard dishes to Harden. Shoots from the line. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Wembanyama, a screen on Hart. Three-pointer, Fox. Right between the eyes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and great.
is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoff. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting five will have the edge. but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
And the Oklahoma City starting five. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him. Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And the basket by Edwards.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
And Allie, thanks. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Randall outside. Edwards looking for an opening. From the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To win the run. That one falls.
He's such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Conley passes to Randall. And here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Dort. Edwards for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now here's Holmgren. Takes a step back. And the shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall, but he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Wallace in for Dort.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Edwards. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He has 7.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
Naz Reid out there with Miller. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Now Edwards. He has 7. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Edwards has got 9 points. Thunder trail by 4. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Minot's checked in for Miller. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 3. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the wing. That's good on the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 points.
A dynamic score. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
And here's Edwards outside. Williams grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Holmgren against Edwards. The focus from Holmgren there.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Gobert finds Conley. Edwards with it. Now here's Gobert. McDaniels from long range, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Hartenstein with a screen on McDaniels. To the inside. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist from Williams.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Outside, Williams. It's Dort on the wing. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Outside Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Randall. He's covered by Holmgren. Rejected by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. For 3, DiVincenzo. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And on the floor for Mark Dagnall starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
From deep, Conley sinks it from distance. Conley's got 5.
Well, Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. SGA working through contact inside.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Williams defending. Randall can't hit. Thunder trail by 10. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Randall right side. Pass to Edwards. Over Dort. Edwards, that's good. 11 points in the game.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now Williams. Going inside. Floats one. And it's good on the lay-in. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Caruso's checked in. Dort outside, beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Dort. Edwards for 3. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple!
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
Here's the pick. And here's Caruso outside. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Gobert passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Edwards. Puts up a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Good.
Man, he is stronger than he looks. Trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Dort against Edwards. Outside Conley. Randall outside. Banked it in off the glass. Randall's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Garza in at the center position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Here's Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Gilgeous Alexander with the ball. Outside, Williams. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
DiVincenzo, pass to Ingles. Hits a three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reid. Randall comes in for Ingles. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. Thunder trail by 13. And here's Gilgeous Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Conley. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Holmgren. And now the T-Wolves on the break. The open shot by Edwards. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Edwards has got 9 points now in the second half.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Conley passes to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Thunder trail by 15.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Timberwolves.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Gilgeous Alexander passes to Dort. From deep, Holmgren. He buries it from 3.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Conley looking for an opening. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Conley. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Oklahoma City now. 15-point game. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Oh, a denial. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Substitution on court.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a
Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at center. Now Wembanyama following Durant's three-point attempt. Wembanyama with it. Down low, here's Fox, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running, and I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Free throw good, Fox. And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back three, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Fox hits them both.
You gotta love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
Here's Richards. Now, here's Dunn. Rebounded by Castle.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And that one, good.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's Booker after the basket by San Antonio. Richards finds Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. On offense, here are the Spurs. And it's Fox with the jam.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Booker the pass to Durant. Vassell against Dunn. Here's Booker. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The pure shot mechanics of Booker. It's fun watching him shoot the ball.
Fox against Booker. A crossover. The rebound by Richards. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Richard last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Here's Vassell after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Nobody near Barnes. A three-pointer, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And that one's good. Beal.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
And I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Pass to Castle. It's Vassell on the wing. Dunn covering. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's Booker from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got 5 points so far.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Wembanyama, a screen on Booker. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 7, 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
It's Durant on the wing, covered by Barnes. Here's Beal. Rebounded by Castle.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Spurs lead by 3. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court for San Antonio, we've got Jeremy Sohan. Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Johnson, and it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
And the Suns making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Wembanyama's checked in. Here's Beal. Pass to Plumlee. 5 to shoot. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Spurs leading by 3. Ball passes to Champagnie. Wembanyama, a screen on Beal. And that one's good, Champagnie.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Here they are.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Beal, the pass to Booker. Here's Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Beal from long range. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half the season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years. A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Beal. Pass to Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Paul. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. And it's San Antonio with another. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now Plumlee. Done outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Some changes for Phoenix. KD's checked in for O'Neal, and Jones subbed in for Beal. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Vassell, he's checked in for Sohan. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Plumlee sets the pick for Booker. Book it! Devin for three.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Castle. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Wembanyama, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Booker, right side. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the 5. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Boy, Fox, there may not be a quicker player with the ball in his hands.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. KD dishes to Beal. Here's Booker. Strong finish inside from Booker.
Booker showing some power.
And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-point lead. Pass to Wembanyama. No good with the triple. Suns have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime.
2 minutes remaining.
And Beal gets to down. Booker outside. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wendy is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Fox from outside. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A pass to Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Goes up to the stripe. Booker going to work inside.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Here's Fox. Another miss by Fox.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Johnson is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
Here's Fox. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Now Jones. Pass to Plumlee. Booker with it. Drills it from outside. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And the shot goes in.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And Mark Budenholzer has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Phoenix making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for O'Neal, and Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And finished off by Beal.
There are so many ways that Bradley Beal can beat you.
Spurs trail by 6. Takes the 13-footer. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
13 feet away. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Booker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Yes, that goes in.
What energy from Fox when they're up against it, proving he's ready to be that guy.
Booker the pass to Beal. Dunn right side. Durant wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 4 assists in the game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
Booker in the post. Ready by Fox. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. And now an 8-point Suns lead. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama, a screen on Durant. And that one's good. Barnes. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker on the move. Lays it up off the glass. Booker's got 31 points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fox, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
To the wing on the left. A 3 from Wembanyama. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Right on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He knows every possession is critical now. And so it's San Antonio with it. Fox inside the line. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. It's hauled in by Dunn. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for Phoenix.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Barnes outside. Trifecta! And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
So the Suns win it. They didn't make it easier. Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up.
The elites tonight. Two Titans clashing in this one.
Oh my, BA, I mean, there's no shortage of stars on either side of the ball. These tend to be statement games, sending a message by imposing their will.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. Now here's Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, a screen on Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Murray against Dort. Here's Jokic. Porter from outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move. Right there, the 3-ball looked easy.
Pass to Holmgren. About a minute played here so far in the first. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. From behind the arc. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Denver has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Denver getting their last shot to go. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like BA, he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Now here's Williams. Up top, Hartenstein. Pass to Dort. Outside, Williams. Up and over Porter. Williams misses.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Thunder trail by 4. Dort for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Shoots from 14. And Jokic with a nice bucket inside. Jokic has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon outside. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Thunder trail by 4. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Hartenstein. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Nuggets on top, up 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Aaron Wiggins out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Wallace in at the 2. And Denver making a change here. Najee's checked in. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block.
Knocks down the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in the quarter.
And Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and banks it in.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And the former league MVP in 2017. A long list of accomplishments for Russell Westbrook.
Well, how many times, BA, have we seen players celebrated in the way that Russell has been as one of the best players in the league, move and transition to a role off the bench? He's done it with a lot of grace, a lot of class, and has been very accepting of his new role.
A different look for Denver. Brown's checked in for Watson, and Murray subbed in for Najee. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, there's a feeling sometimes, even at 6'3", when Murray gets to the interior, he plays a bit bigger.
Pass to Hartenstein. Dort against Westbrook. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded closely. Top of the key. Brown grabs the board.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Porter. Given 8 points now. Out of bounds with the Oklahoma City's ball. Nikola Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Watson comes in for Porter Jr. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Caruso. Williams up top. No points yet. Out left to the wing. Holmgren finds Dort. Williams from long range. Buries it from 3.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Westbrook outside. Back to Murray. Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Fires the 3. Brown grabs the board. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's Watson. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Pass to Holmgren for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Watson with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Now here's Murray. Jokic up top. Back to Murray. tie it up. That one misses. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
Murray, a screen on Dort. Here's Jokic. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draws. They're thinking about a shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Porter, screened by Gordon. And Michael Porter hits from deep. Porter's got 11.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 19. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside for Dort. Outside, Williams. Over Porter. Williams misses. Nuggets trail by 3. To the left wing. Here's Brown. No made baskets yet. Outside Murray for the tie. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker. You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Now here's Jokic. Jokic with no problem.
This is a nice battle inside. It's a matchup where Jokic has the size and the moves to probably take advantage of the defense.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The shot won't fall. Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Murray. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Jokic with it. Shoots over Hartenstein. Jokic, no good.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Here's Murray. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Jamal Murray's such a natural scorer, and right now, getting in and finishing on a physical play like that one.
Denver shooting their first free throw this game. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The free throw drops from Murray. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
If you're a defender and you're leaning just a little bit, Jokic is going to take advantage of you.
For the Nuggets, Saric comes in for Gordon, and it's Watson in for Murray. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relax in getting out on him.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Caruso against Westbrook. And they double up Jokic. And here's Porter outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Now here's Wallace. He's got 5. Wiggins with a screen on Porter. Wallace's shot is good.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Thunder. They're up 7. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Aaron Wiggins. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Williams in at the 5 spot.
And money from the stripe. SGA can close his eyes and knock that down.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
But we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Here's Westbrook. And the bucket is good.
Westbrook motoring through the maze of defenders right there, and the explosive finish.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Murray. And it comes off the front of the rim. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 4. Outside Murray. Pass to Brown. Westbrook outside. Wallace pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Caruso outside. Wallace outside. Williams from long range. Gets the 3 to fall. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Nuggets want a timeout. A different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Saric. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Westbrook. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Thunder with a lead. Dort outside. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. The 3-ball. Jokic grabs the board. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They they did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
Lugens Dort, just a guy who puts his head down and goes to work. He gives every bit of focus on every play, and the teammates love what he brings to the court.
Pass to Jokic. Over Hartenstein. Jokic shot is good.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Murray. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Dort. And the Thunder lead by 7. For Denver, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. And it's Thunder's ball. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Inside, outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass on the layup.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And here's Gordon from the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. Boy, a nice win on the road by the
The Timberwolves will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, an underrated ball handler. Randall can beat you off the dribble. He keeps pressure on the defense.
Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama, a screen on McDaniel. And the basket by Vassell. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. And here's Gobert. Now Edwards takes a 3. Another shot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Edwards, good.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Fox against Conley. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Outside Edwards to the left wing. Randall outside over Barnes. Randall with the bucket.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
And it's Vassell in the corner. The 3 from Barnes connects from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Edwards. Rebounded by Castle. Fox deciding where to go with it. Here's Castle. Edwards defending. Gobert against Wembanyama. Vassell, no good. And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Barnes. Fox has got 6.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Conley for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And here is Fox. He can't get that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Spurs lead by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the floor for San Antonio, Sohan is out there with Johnson. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. Minnesota making a switch here. Einad's checked in. Here's Alexander Walker. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. They get it again. Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 6. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Whoa, De'Aaron Fox, explosive. And boy, does that get the bench energized.
Pass to Minot. Alexander Walker on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Fox against Edwards. Now, here's Fox. He's guarded closely, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Gobert checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Paul. Pass to Reed. Over in the corner, Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Fox with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. It's good.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Randall comes in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. Then for the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Paul subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Alexander Walker. Still scoreless. Outside Conley. This one for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Vassell outside. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Pass to Randall. Over Barnes. Another miss by Minnesota. Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Back to Paul. Barnes looking around. Here's the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
Randall. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Oh, watch out for Wembanyama.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Here's Randall. From down in the low post, it goes. Randall's got 9. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Spurs leading by 4. And Chet, thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. Nice move. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
Barnes outside. Vassell outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Randall outside. For the three. It's in there. Conley with the assist. He's got 12.
The Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fox, the bounce pass. Wembanyama, a screen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
It's his first trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Timberwolves trail by 7. To Gobert. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Gobert with a screen for Randall. And another three for Minnesota.
For Randall, another bucket. Continues to expand his offensive game.
Outside, Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Conley. Wembanyama with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Castle. And the layup's good off the glass. Castle's got 4 points in the quarter.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Gobert with a screen on Fox. Conley dishes to Gobert. In transition, here comes San Antonio. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Fox. Barnes has got the lead up to 8 now for San Antonio. Outside Conley. Fires the three. And another three for Minnesota.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama high post. The shot that time not on target. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Out to the wing. Here's Castle. Edwards defending. Here's Castle. He has 6. Bucket is good. Castle's got 8 points.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
Here's Edwards. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Castle. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ring shot on the way. And another basket for San Antonio.
This is where we'll probably see Castle the most, creating opportunities with the ball in his hand.
Edwards inside, and we've watched 3 so far in this one. Spurs lead by 7. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Keldon Johnson. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Champagnie in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
Ball against DiVincenzo. Ball surveying the floor. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Fox. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Alexander Walker finds Edwards. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Edwards got a tight handle now and enjoys breaking out these types of moves on him.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. So both teams making some changes here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
McDaniels in the post. Covered by Vassell. Goes up on the block. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 20 points for Anthony Edwards. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen on McDaniel. And the basket by Vassell. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Edwards can't hit. Spurs leading by 8. Outside, Fox. And And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Michael Conley picks one up.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
1:04 left in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Good! Edwards mixing it up inside.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
Conley against Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Conley. Fox. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. 8-point game. Conley kicks to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Conley with the 3. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
To the middle.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Spurs. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Here's McDaniels. Knocks down the 3.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really, and a
Jimmy Butler out there with Green. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. And for the Suns, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3. Well, this matchup features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Booker. And Booker gets double teamed. The 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
Just smooth execution of the pick and roll. Curry has great understanding and a ton of success running this.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Booker, the pass to Dunn. Booker looking around. Pass to Richards. Durant against Butler. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 8.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Booker. Curry from deep three-point land. Rebounded by Dunn. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant making you pay on the interior. Look out around the rim.
The 3 from Curry. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Outside Durant. A minute 15 left to play in the first. No good that time. Golden State has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Outside, Green. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Boy, you have to respect how aggressive Draymond Green is. If he's got the ball in his hands, he's ready to fire.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Some changes for Phoenix. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Durant, and it's Allen in for Dunn. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. Payton's checked in for Podziemski, and it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. A nice shot by Booker.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Hield from outside, and he buries his first look. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Beal, the pass to Plumlee. Booker with it. Over Hield. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 5 now.
Sharpshooter from anywhere on the floor. Booker's release and form, it's so mechanically sound.
Outside Hield. Launches a 3. Not going to go that time. And that concludes a back and forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Phoenix out in front, up 1. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson-Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Plumlee, a screen on Hield. Launches it. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Count it. Hield's got 7 points in the game.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Jones. Beal outside. Just 5 to shoot. From 13 feet, down it goes. Beal's got his first basket.
Well, this is the sweet spot of Bradley Beal's game. That in-between, that mid-range jumper is money.
Here's Hield. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Bradley Beal.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Wolves, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5, and the basket is good.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Phoenix making some changes. O'Neal comes in for Plumlee, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Beal. The Warriors also with a sub. Moody's checked in for Hield. Now here's Podziemski. Still no points. Pass to Curry. Green, a screen. Fires from the wing. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Plumlee's checked in for Phoenix. The Warriors also with a sub. Hield's checked in. Dunn outside. It's Booker on the wing. Moody defends. Outside Jones. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Hield passes to Moody. Outside Butler. Green against Plumlee. Hield from outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. Hield's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, Buddy Hield right now firing without hesitation. Things really opening up for him on the offensive end.
Pass to Plumlee. And here's Durant. Plumlee a screen. Booker. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Quality decision making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Butler. Butler goes for it inside.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Buddy Hield has been leading the charge for Golden State, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, Buddy Hield displaying all his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Oh, a tape measure basket from Booker.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
Butler passes to Green. Outside Curry. Here's the three. Connects from downtown. He's got 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Devin Booker is a 2-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a 3-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that. Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Outside Butler. Outside Moody. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 4. Right wing. Dunn, the pass to Durant. Now Beal, defended by Podziemski. It's Booker on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
How about the ability to adjust after the contact? Booker, the score in the and one.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Phoenix. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Curry against Booker. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
.152 left in the third. Booker against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Curry understands how to take a hit, prepares for it, and makes the necessary adjustment.
Now here's Booker. 19 points in the game. To the tie. Knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 13 in the second half.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Curry passes to Butler. Takes the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Pass to Richards. Now Durant. Back to Richards. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Well, this is about unselfishness. Kevin Durant is a great scorer, but right now he's getting his teammates cooking.
Outside, Green. 41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Curry. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Curry's got 13 now.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Booker finds Durant. Pulls up. Rebounded by Butler.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
It's Booker on the wing. Three-pointer. Oh! Booker with the triple.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And here are the Suns now. 3-point lead on the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Hield with a sharp shooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, down low. Oh, sweet move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Love his attacking mindset. What a move at a huge point in this game.
That is not settling. That is going for a high percentage look at a critical time. Nicely done.
Blocked! Pass to Hield. Out to the wing. Down low. Curry creates inside.
Now, very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Done. The pass to Booker. Fires for three. The rebound by Payton.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Kuminga. Oh, there's the alley. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Now here's Jackson Davis. 4-3. Curry rises up and hits the three.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
And they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Some changes for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for O'Neal. And it's Bradley Beal in for Jones. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Hield.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Moody. To the paint. Here's Curry. Curry just carves up the D inside.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Booker against Curry. Out to Beal. This one for three. Drops in the three.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Curry. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Well, from long range or from point-blank range, Steph Curry is a marksman.
And so he drops them both, and it's a three-point game.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
Booker against Curry. Pulls it in from the elbow. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
Moody on the wing. The three is up. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
I think you pay the consequences if you leave Draymond Green's teammates open. He has a knack for getting the basketball where it needs to be.
Booker against Curry. Outside Booker. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Draymond Green.
46 seconds left in the fourth. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. It's a three-point game. Green with a screen on Booker. Curry. Richards pulls it in.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Booker on the take. Rebounded by Green. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a two-possession game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Dunn. The kick to Durant. Fires from deep. Laces one from 3.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. They played the villain tonight. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.